As you can see, I'm a man of color, and I'm a lifelong Democrat too. The Democratic Party does not want black people to leave their mental plantation. We've been forced to be there for decades and generations. But I have news for Joe Biden. We are free. We are free people with free minds. And I'm part of a large and growing segment of the black community who are independent thinkers, and we believe that Donald Trump is the president that America needs to lead us forward. He's also supported school choice to ensure that no child, no matter their race or zip code, is left behind. Every child should have access to a quality education. The president also built the most inclusive economy ever, with record low unemployment for African Americans and record high participation in the workforce. Isn't it ironic that Democrat politicians have personal security to protect them? So why don't they forego their security and replace them with social workers, especially since that's what they want for you and me? Now, you know, when I made the public announcement of my support for President Trump, all hell broke loose. I was threatened, called an embarrassment, and asked to resign by my own party. Unfortunately, that's consistent with the Democratic Party and how they view independent thinking black men and women. More than ever before, America needs Donald Trump in the Oval Office for another 4 years. God bless you, and vote Donald J. Trump. Thank you.
Hello, America. This is Vernon Jones, and I'm a proud member of the Georgia House of Representatives. But I've also been a lifelong Democrat, too. But today, I've announced my support and endorsement of Donald J. Trump's campaign re-election. Now, let me be clear about one thing. I didn't leave the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party left me. Why wouldn't a black man endorse Donald Trump? Isn't he the president that ushered in the lowest unemployment rate among blacks before the pandemic crisis? Isn't he the president that signed the Criminal Justice Reform Act? And finally, isn't he the president that overwhelmingly supported financially historical black colleges, in which I'm a proud graduate of North Carolina Central University?
State Representative Vernon Jones announcing he will resign his post. It comes just days after the Democratic leader publicly endorsed President Trump.
And I will continue to let the Democratic Party know that the bigotry within his party is hurting African Americans, and more African Americans are thinking independently.
What a difference a day makes. State Representative Vernon Jones says, never mind, I'm not going to resign.
Vernon Jones still has a lot of support in House District 91, but House District 91 is an overwhelmingly Democratic district. So it will be interesting to see how this plays out in the Democratic primary, because Jones does have a challenger.
Little did I know that I would receive such barrage of attacks and name-calling by the far left in the Democratic Party. You know, on yesterday I had announced that I would not be completing my term. But then, when I started receiving the overwhelming amount of support and outcry from the people that I represent in House District 91 in DeKalb and Rockdale counties, my fellow Georgians and fellow Americans from across this country in every walk of life, every age, every color, every party, that was emotional and that was motivational. And you know what, America? I thought about it. And I talked to my family, and I talked to my supporters. Because what you did for me, I'm going to remain on the battlefield. I'm going to complete my term. I'm going to continue to put my country before my party. And I'm going to do everything I can to help Donald J. Trump get reelected, because he's the man for this job.